A very good morning to one and all. Welcome to Civics class. In this class, we are going to do the revision of the upcoming chapter. Let's proceed. Next, in this chapter, we are going to see about the urban administrator. Today is 18th Feb 2021. In this revision part, we are going to see about the 7th chapter from the Civic. In the previous chapter, we had seen the rural administration. Here we are going to see about the urban administration. In the revision part, we are going to see the three topics. First, the introduction of the chapter. After that, the ward councillor and the administrative staff. Next, the last one, the community protest. And finally, we are going to revise the question answers of this chapter. Let's proceed. Next, by seeing this photograph and the topic about it, few questions are been asked. So that's the question, and the photograph is clearly speaking about the children are playing and the street light has been broken and they are doing something. A city is much bigger than a village or more spread out. A city has crowded market, many buses, cars, water, electricity facility, and the traffic control and the hospital. Have you ever wondered who is responsible for running all this? So, in our explanatory video, already we had cleared these answers. So now you are knowing about who is the organization or which authority is working behind it. Do you know how the decisions are made? How the planning is done? Who are the people who do all the work? Read the chapter and find out some answer. So by this photograph, next we are seeing about the children are playing on the street cricket and the street lights is broken. By the picture is clearly understood to you. On a lady Sunday afternoon, the Sunday was very lazy and Mala and friend Shankar, Jahangir and Rihanna were playing a game of cricket in the street. Shankar has bowled a good and although he nearly managed to get Rihanna out, she was still batting. Frustrated, he bowled a short ball and hoped she would hit it up an easy catch. Instead, Rihanna hit the ball so hard and so high the street light broke. Rihanna screamed, "Oh no! Look what I have done." Shankar said, "Yes, you forget to make the rule. If you break the street light, you are automatically out." So here the children, they did a mistake. And after that, what the story is telling to you, let's proceed. But Mala, Jahangir and Rihanna were more worried about what had happened and they told Shankar he had better stop thinking about the wicket. The last week they had broken Nirmala Mausi's window and had to spend their pocket money amount to make it replaced. Would they have to dish out money again from their pockets? So they were confused and surprised. But who would they pay the money? To whom did the light on the street belong? Who changed them? Rihanna's house was closest and they ran and told her mother about what had happened. So finally the children are knowing about their mistake and they want to correct it. So they moved Rihanna's house because that was closed and they asked all the queries to her mother. Rihanna's mother said, "I don't really know about this." So, but to get the detail, the Municipal Corporation of the city take care of all the replacing of the light. The best person to ask is that the Yasmin Khala. And the reason why, because she just retired from the Municipal Corporation. Go and ask her and Rihanna come up soon. Yasmin Khala lived in the same line and she and Rihanna's mother were good friends. The children ran to Khala's house to know about their all the questions and doubt and difficulty. She opened the door and began to tell her what had happened all at once. When they asked about the street light, Yasmin Khala laughed and said, "There is no one person that you can pay the money to. There is a big organization called Municipal Corporation, that we are talking about the urban administration. So this is the organization working for the urban people that take care of the street light, garbage collection, water supply, keeping the street and the market clean. I have read about the all this thing. So by hearing all this thing, it's clear that the municipal corporation is the organization which works for the people in different manner, and how they are working it's mentioned here. Next, moving further, if the disease like malaria is also going to be spread, so they are going to take the necessary steps. Municipal corporation is also responsible for ensuring that the disease should not break out. It also runs the school, hospitals and dispensaries and may garden and maintain them, said Yasmin Khala. Then she added, our city Pune is the big city, so so there is no municipal council. It is called as municipal corporation because of bigger city. The ward councillor and the administrative staff. Here she is explaining about his role and duties where she was working. So Yasmin Khala, I am curious who decides where a park should go. Did you have to make interesting decision like this? You work in the municipal corporation, asked Rihanna. No, Rihanna, I was working in the account office of the municipal corporation, so I just work on the pay slip. Cities are usually quite larger, so the municipal corporation has to make a lots of decision as well as to do the lots of work to keep the city clean. The decision like where a park or a new hospital should go are usually made by the ward councillors. So here how the ward councillor is working, that is explained here. The city is divided into ward and ward councillor get elected. This complicated decision that affects the entire city are taken by the group of the councillor who forms committee to decide and debate the issue. For example, if a bus stand needs to be improved or crowded market needs to have its garbage clear more regularly, or there is a nala or a drain that cuts through the city that need to be clean. So all these types of decisions, their debates and discussion they used to do, and after that they will is these committees it is this committee for water, garbage collection, street lighting and etc. That the decision on the work to be done. So these are the following work which the peoples are doing. So next, when the problems are within a ward, then the people who live in a ward can contact their councillor. For example, if there are a dangerous electrical wires hanging down, then the local councillor can help them get in touch with the electrical authorities or electricity authorities. While the councillor committees and the councillors decide on the issue and the commissioner and the administrative staff implement these. So how the working of the administration in an urban area goes, we are seeing here. The commissioner and the administrative staff are appointed, the councillor are elected. So how these decision made? Asked Rihanna, who never gave up on her dream of the thought. So the children are continuously asking question and question to Yasmin Khala, and they are getting the answer. Well, of the ward councillor meet and they make a budget and the money is spent according to that. So here it's clearly according to the budget they are spending the money, and the ward councillor try to ensure that the particular demands of their wards are placed before the entire councillor. So these decisions are then implemented by the administrative staff, said Yasmin Khala. Enjoying the question that the children asked, no adult asked her about her job, and the children question provided her opportunity to relieve some of her experience. Because recently she is retired, so naturally she is experiencing her But the city is so large, it must take a lot of people to look after it. Does the municipal corporation have lots of workers? Said Shankar curiously. He had by now luckily forgotten about the cricket match and his incomplete goal. Yes, the work in the city is divided into different departments. So there are water department, garbage collection department, a department look after the garden, another to look after the roads. I worked on account in a sanitation department, said Yashmin Khala, and then went on to offer the children some kebab to eat. So they are enjoying the kebab, also a dish. Jahangir and ate his kebab at the top speed and he put them down to ask loudly from the kitchen. Yashmin Khala, where does the garbage the municipal corporation collects and go? Finally, we are going to see about the community protest after that. The other was still eating when Yashmin Khala began to answer. This question has an interesting answer. Please, children, look out and please be in the flow of the story. As you know, you can usually find garbage lying all over the street. Earlier, even our neighborhood used to have the garbage lying all over. And if it is going to remain uncollected, what will happen? It's going to attract the dogs, rats, and the flies. Although people get ill from the smell, and at one point this thing will become a bad, the children even stop playing cricket in the street because their parents were afraid that they had get sick from staying on the street for a long time. So here we are going to see about a community protest. In the community protest, the story of Gangabai, which already we had seen in our explanatory video, we are going to see. So here Yashmin Khala continued, the women were very unhappy about the situation and even came to me for advice. I said I could try to speak with some officer in the department, but I wasn't sure how long it would take. So here we are going to see how the community people are participating to protest for the cause of their community. Then it was Gangabai who said that it is the ward councillor who should go to and we should go and protest since we are the ones who elected him. He gathered a small group of the women and went to his house. They began to shouting the slogan in front of his house and he came out and asked what was wrong. So Gangabai described the situation in the locality to him. He promised to go with them and the next day to meet the commissioner. He asked Gangabai to get a petition signed by all the adults in the locality saying that the garbage was not being collected. He suggested that the action and the local sanitation engineer with them. And the next day might be a good idea. The sanitation engineer could also speak with the commissioner and tell how bad situation was. Then evening children ran from the house too. Houses makes our shows as many families as possible signed the petition. The next morning, a large group of women and the ward councillor and the sanitation engineer went to the municipal corporation office. And the story moved further. The commissioner met with the large people, group of people, and began giving excuses, saying that the corporation did not have enough trucks and like that. So Gangabai smartly reflected. But you seem to have enough truck to collect the garbage from the rich localities. So that was has left him lots of words, quipped Jahangir. Yes, he said that would take care it immediately and Gangabai threatened after that it was not done in a 2 days a larger group of women would protest in front of the corporation, said Yashmin Khala. So did the street get clean? Asked Rihana, who never let things remain unfinished. Well, not within 2 days, and after the large and more noisy protest, the service in the locality became more regular. Wow, the sound just like a Bollywood movie or the film with a happy ending, said Malas, who already been imagining herself in a lead role in Gangabai. The children enjoy hearing Gangabai's stories, and after that they understood and they were having the love and respect to her. They got up and thanked to Khalas for answering all their questions, and finally they left that. Oh, I have one last question, Khala. The two dustbin that we have at our home now, they are also the work or idea of Gangabai. Khala began laughing. No, not really. The municipal corporation was one who suggested that we do this to help the street to be clean and sort our own garbage in to reduce the work. The children thanked Kala and walked back down the street together. It was quite late and they needed to go back to their home. For some reason, the street seemed dark than usual. They looked up and each other smiling and ran back to Kala's house. So this chapter is over here. Next we are going to see the question answers of this chapter. Question number 1. Why did children go to Yashmin Khala house? By reading the story, by understanding the notes in the gist form of the revision, the question is very clearly they were playing cricket and the street lights were broken, and to find out the answer to whom they should pay about that, they moved to Yashmin Khala's house. So the answer is here for you. Please see the answer properly. The children broke the street light while playing cricket as its replacement was being beyond their reach. So they want to know about that and they were upset. So they moved to Rihana's mother, and after that she acknowledged that the municipal corporation of the city take care, but she don't know much deeper information. So she told that Yasmin Khala is the best person to give all the answer of your question, and she advised to them to go there. Next question. List 4 ways in which the work of the municipal corporation affect the life of the city dweller. So next we are seeing all these points how the municipal corporation is working. So here are the following points. Please check out these points. List of 4 ways in which the municipal corporation is working for. First one is the cleaning and lightening of the street. Then supplying of safe drinking water, supplying of electricity, traffic control, garbage collection and disposal, school, hospital, sanitation facilities and all. So you can write your answer in your own way. If you have already written this answer, no need to write, just revise this point. These points can be write according to your own way in your own sentences. Who is a municipal councillor? So let's check out the answer. The slide is speaking to you. A municipal councillor is an elected representative of a ward. He is also called as ward councillor. Just in the story of Gangabai, you had seen about the Gangabai and the group of the women moved to the home of the ward councillor, and she was telling about as we elected him, so he should listen all the problem of us. So the municipal councillor is the elected representative of the ward, and which is also called as ward councillor. So don't be confused if it is going to be asked who is ward councillor. So you can write about the same answer, or you can write about a municipal councillor. Both will be correct. Next, what did Gangabai do and why? So after reading the story, it is clear to you what Gangabai did and for why. So let's check out the answer. So Gangabai collected a large number of women and went to the municipal commissioner along with the ward councillor to protest against the garbage dump all over the street. So finally, this question and answer you are understanding in a systematic way. How does the municipal corporation earn the money to do its work? So from the taxes collection, they are doing all this work. So this slide is representing this. Okay. So finally this revision part is over. Thanking to each and everyone. Jai Hind to one and all.